mature Christian. It means you've been a Christian for a long time. This is one of those passages that causes you and me to analyze the effectiveness of our ministry. Are we being effective as Jesus sends us out into the world to love and to serve others? Are we being effective in that? Are we seeing fruit from our ministry as the disciples did here? Are we all about the doctrine? Are we just going out with a prescribed set of rules and ideas that we want to talk about, and we're missing the point of the actual instructions that Jesus gives us, which is to go and serve and be and do in the world while proclaiming the gospel to people. Now, that's not to say works gets us to heaven. We've already been saved. You've already made a profession of faith. You're not going to work your way anymore to heaven by that. That's not what I mean. It's about being an agent of Jesus Christ. A couple of weeks ago we talked about being ambassadors for Christ in the world, just as the disciples were sent out as early ambassadors for Jesus in this case. They were sent out with the full recognition of the fact that they might not be well received where they went, that they might have to give up on a certain location or a certain activity or a certain person even and keep moving. Now that sounds kind of harsh. It does. I mean, every time I think about the idea of giving up, shaking the dust from my sandals, and moving on to the next place, I think, but I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up on these people. The soil might be completely hard. I might not be making any impact. It might feel like I've got a toothpick trying to penetrate an iceberg with it, maybe chipping away at the iceberg with my toothpick, but I don't want to give up. But sometimes, operating in the power of the Spirit, we're called to do just that. We're called to shake the dust from our sandals in order to be effective and to move on to a place that we can be effective. That's not easy. I don't have all the answers. But I'm encouraging you this week to pray through that. Are you being effective in the place where you're currently serving? If the answer is yes, keep serving, keep planting seeds, keep working the soil. If not, if you've been at it and the soil continues to be hard, God doesn't seem to be blessing your efforts there, you're not making any headway, pray to God earnestly this week about whether it's one of those shake the dust kind of moments and you need to move on somewhere else. It may be, it may not be. We'll trust God with the answer.